Hello, Barmy Badger Army.
Hey, Badger Army!
Welcome to Lockdown Lite. Indeed, yes, I've got Nick.
Don't forget your mask.
Don't forget your mask. I've got Nick here with me, and after a lengthy absence, sorry guys, it's just one of those things. But don't worry, we still love each other. It's just one of those things. Because
I'd give him a hug and a kiss, but we can't.
Because of the second lockdown and scheduling changes and all these different things, we're unable to do it. But Nick's going to do some travel vlogs for us and everything like that, so don't worry. Anyway, we're going to talk about Lockdown Lite and our experiences on the second lockdown, which to me is a big pile of old tosh.
It's like the thing is
Half-ass lockdown.
Yeah, you can't really do a lockdown by halves.
No.
It's like the confusing thing is they've closed down restaurants.
Gyms.
And non-essential stores.
Non-essential stores, which there isn't that many of.
That's highly debatable.
That's highly debatable what you would deem as a non-essential store. Because, apparently Game is opening for PlayStation 5 pre-orders and things like that. And probably GameStop is and all the different things. So don't worry about COVID, because you can get your new Xbox or your PS5. No, and even different concerts and things like that are still going ahead, but via a live stream service.
Yes.
So it's just one of these things where it's like really weird. And when I get up early in the morning, and I'm talking like 5, 6 a.m, the cars are driving like mad. 8:30, 9 o'clock, brum, 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 brum. It's meant to be a lockdown. Where are you going? You can't tell me you're all going to jog in the park.
Or that you're all doctors and nurses and the like, or work in retail.
Exactly. You can't tell me this. Well, only if it's an essential shop, Nick.
Wow. What is an essential shop?
I don't know.
Do you remember last time when Sports Direct tried making out they were an essential shop?
I know, it's like, what
Newsflash,
is this about?
You're not.
You're not an essential shop, Sports Direct. I love you. I hold you close to my heart, but you're not essential. I don't need to nip out and get myself a nice pair of warm socks or some Lonsdale, undies or anything like that. That is not essential for me. I do not need this.
And there's a whole bunch of umming and ahhing about the schools being open. Now, this is schools and colleges being open. Now, there's a lot of debate and a lot of controversy about this, because it's like, on the one hand, I can understand why they are open.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Because everyone needs education. Everyone needs to access free meals. If you're not able to access meals at home, school is a way of being able to have food, nourishment, all that sort of thing. So it goes hand in hand. And was it Maslow's triangle and all that sort of stuff?
Maslow's hierarchy of basic needs.
Yes. So, education, food, water, comfort, warmth, all that sort of stuff. If you don't know, or you're bored enough, look it up.
I'm not going to argue.
No. And so obviously these things are important, but then on the other hand, you're potentially spreading around a life-threatening virus.
Don't forget, don't forget, classrooms tend to be quite small. Classrooms tend to be quite small. They have large groups of people in a small area.
That's right.
We can say that the number of cases of students picking them up are quite low, but there's nothing to say that they'll go home and spread that to people that they're living with.
That's right. Shielding people, elderly people,
exactly,
people with different medical needs, etc., etc. The list goes on. So, it's a bit of a 50-50 phone a friend type thing.
And when you consider that gyms are very good at keeping people social distanced because there's lots of space.
That's right.
Restaurants have gotten a lot better at it, as
most definitely. I remember during the war, last summer, when we went to Scotland, the hygiene in the restaurants was impeccable. They were washing down, they were wiping down, they were making sure if you went to the toilet, you used sanitizer before and after. There's signposts in most places now where it says wash your hands before you go to the toilet, which is beneficial anyway. And there's lots of different things there that are very interesting. So places have got better. So there's different places that I feel that could get away with being opened that aren't. And also, obviously in Scotland, they've limited the amount of booze you can buy. You can only buy it between, I think it's 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Everywhere else is shut. There's lots of different
They're worried
things.
about everyone becoming alcoholics.
Yeah.
Oh, crumbs.
So this is the thing. Scotland have
Wonder
now
if they should do that round
limited.
here.
They should. Scotland have limited alcohol consumption because that's obviously connected in with lack of social distancing. So there's lots of different things there that are very insane. But I don't know. It's very much a flip of a coin whether or not education and other essential shops should stay open and should other things be shut. Definitely swimming, I think, is a big no-no at the moment. Gym, I've been to some really clean gyms, and Nick will tell you when he's into the gym, was it impeccably cleaned?
There was staff running around or going around, not running. There's staff
Trip
going
hazard.
around regularly wiping things down.
That's right.
We were encouraged to wipe down things after we'd used it, and I'm assuming people were, because whenever I was going to get some wipes to do it, there never were any.
No, because they stole them all for home.
And so I honestly think they did a good job. I wasn't walking around feeling like I was going to catch something.
No, which is fantastic. So I would say that places can remain open, but they need to up their hygiene standards. I definitely think that, but it is a toss of a coin whether or not different things like education and different types of schooling should stay open, because it is a germ fest. And I don't know about you, Nick, but I think that they need to operate some other measures, definitely. But this is one of these things, isn't it? You know, people need to take the lockdown a bit more seriously as well. Outside of that subject, why is there cars driving at 6 a.m? Why is there people buzzing up and down? Yes, I get the school run, but you can't tell me that every single person driving around Essex or other neighbouring areas is doing a school run. You know, come on, let's be sensible here. The amount of non-essential travel is going through the roof.
Yeah, I do think that they need to, that it's something they just need to sit down and look at again. I mean, at the moment, there's lots of debate at the moment. You know, do we think the lockdown will be extended beyond the 2nd of December? It wouldn't surprise me at all.
No, I'm going to say that's definitely on a flip of a coin on the current situation. If the current situation improves, they'll stop it, I think. But there is a danger that we could be celebrating Christmas from, you know, a lockdown. Christmas lockdown 2020. It would not surprise me at all. And I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. And by the way, I'm just going to leave a disclaimer here. This is not meant to scare anyone. This is not meant to put anyone off. This is not meant to, you know, influence anyone in any way. So please do your own thing. But I personally make sure you keep clean, wear a mask, social distance. If anything, this is to have a bit of a warning sign that people aren't taking it seriously as they should. So what I would definitely say is look after yourself more.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Have you got any other points, Nick?
I would say I think there is. I would say use your instincts. I would say go.
Okay,
you know,
Boris.
Go with what you've. Trust your instincts sometime, and you know this is no Boris influence at all. I think it is something that we do need to take seriously.
Yes.
I think I would say, you know, restrict your journeys to essential ones.
Essential journeys.
And a lot of people are like, oh, we survived one, we can survive another.
Survive.
But yeah, I think it's just, I still think that it is still something that can happen. We know people who have caught it.
Most definitely.
People are still catching it.
Most definitely.
And, you know, it's like, it's going around thinking you're immune to it does not mean that it's impossible.
Not. Yes, exactly. You're not superhuman, so please make sure you look after yourselves. Especially as I don't think this lockdown is personally working as well as it should. I think it is definitely a lockdown light type situation. They need to tighten things up a tiny bit more for it to work a bit more, I think.
I think we're just all confused. We're You know, we're not really
Exactly.
sure if we're coming or going. You know,
Exactly, that's very much a thing.
That's
And
why I say, you know, try and be instinctive about it. But, you know, at the same
time, yeah, be careful, because there's not been the daily briefings either. I mean, I haven't noticed those, but so please be very, very aware of what you're doing. Anyway, this isn't meant to be a grumpy video, so please make sure you keep yourselves safe and enjoy and keep yourselves well, and tell us what you've been up to in the second lockdown if you're on lockdown. If not, what have you been doing with yourself?
Take all news headlines with a pinch of salt as well.
That's right.
Particularly ones about vaccines.
That's right. That's right. And thank God Trump's out, eh? Bye.